Hey, and good morning from Borlänge, Sweden. So, as you know, we drove down south from our Arctic cabin to, well, what many people call the middle of Sweden, but it's not. It's actually way south of the middle. About 2 hours west of Stockholm. And I'm being joined by Claire. Bring a turtle?
Yeah.
Turtle. Everyone needs a turtle.
No.
No. Here, why don't you sit? You want to sit?
Yeah.
Hold on. There you go. And we'll have to zoom down a little bit. Bop, bop, bop. No, not that much, then my head's gone. How about there? So we drove south for the summer, and it's a long trip. It's a 2-day drive, or at least we did it in 2 days. And we stopped in Umeå, which is, lots of people are like, oh, well, Umeå, that's way up north. And it is way up north, but it's halfway to our cabin, the cabin we're staying in. I shouldn't call it our cabin. It's not our cabin. It's Erica's sister's and husband's cabin. So before we headed south, a couple of weeks before that, all of Sweden had been enjoying really warm weather, and as was the case way up north. So my father-in-law, we moved a couple of old, or a couple, it was like 10, old telephone poles, and I built like a bridge over a swampy grassland, kind of, to the lake that we live by. We try to make sure to be outside as much as possible before all the mosquitoes wake up. So, anyhow, during these really warm days, the girls thought it was great that they had a bridge out to the water. So we did go swimming in this lake, this really cold lake. Swimming? You went, well, bathing, swimming. With the warm weather, though, the mosquitoes hatch. So we had mosquitoes. So a ton of mosquitoes and gnats made their summer entrance, and we got to see their full wrath, which is bad. I actually, like, when I was packing the car to go south, I actually created from like some mosquito net. I created a little mosquito hat by wrapping myself in it around my face and then using a hat to hold it in place. So we looked like amateurs, but it worked. Mosquitoes. Alright, so we headed south, and we had a planned stop at Erica's mother's cousin's cabin. That's a long name for a cabin, I guess. Anyhow, we had a planned stop there. There's mosquitoes here too. But right before we got there, I saw a sign for Storforsen, which like literally translated would be like big rapids or something like that. I pulled over and I pulled in there, and it's like a national park, I guess. I really hate these mosquitoes. Anyhow, we pulled in there. We did a quick hike out to see the rapids, which was actually really impressive, and it was a really warm day, so there were lots of people out enjoying this park. So I had been to Storforsen earlier as a kid, but I don't remember anything other than that it was pretty cool. Or maybe somebody told me that it was cool. But it is cool. So that was really fun for all the girls and me to see these rapids. Anyhow, after going to Storforsen, we packed back up and we just did the, I think it's like half an hour to the cabin that we were going to. Erica's mother's cousin's cabin.
Cabin.
This life, yes I do. It gets even better when I'm spinning it with you. The lonely stars are all jealous, it's true, 'cause they ain't got nobody to hold like I do. I love this life, yes I do. It's honey sweet, feather soft when I'm with you. You always say what I'm thinking is true. Nobody's got it quite like me and you. Let's see the 7 wonders, jump from an aeroplane, dive all the deepest oceans, run with the bulls in Spain. Let's take the New York subway, get off in Venice Beach. They do it big in Texas, but you're still my Georgia peach. I love this life.
So after our quick pit stop at the cabin, we continued to meander south, and we actually drove just relatively... We just drove to Umeå, which is close, but by close, I mean like 4 hours. So we made that drive and got there in the evening, slept there, and then kept going. This turtle is everywhere. Anyhow, when we're out driving, or actually when we're anywhere, we try to avoid public restrooms now during these Corona times. And because sometimes they're kind of icky, especially with kids. But we found some really nice rest stops along the way with like outside play parks and swing sets and all these kinds of stuff. Fun side note though, we whenever we go to public restrooms, or actually I guess any restrooms, we've taught our kids a little routine where they put their hands on their head. So we'll just kind of go, hey, hands, what do we say? Hands on your head. And all 3 girls will put their hands on their head and they'll walk around in the bathroom like this. And this way, one parent can have 3 kids in one restroom in one go and actually get them all through bathroom visit, wash hands, and then just circulate all 3 through the process. And when they're waiting, they have their hands on their head and not touching like the toilet and then their face or whatever else. So that's our fix of making sure that we can go to the restroom. 1 parent, 3 kids, public restroom, icky. And if anybody forgets to keep their hands on their head, they usually self-police this. So 1 usually remembers what they're supposed to be doing, and we'll make sure that everybody keeps in line. Anyway, at some of these rest stops, or just pulling off to the side of the road, we kind of created our own rest stops for the girls. Being able, as a guy, of course, that's relatively simple, but as a girl, for the little ones to learn to be able to pee outside is a good skill. Now they all 3 know how, so they're all good to go. We can go pee on the side of the road. Perfect. Oh yeah, we're not in the States, we're in Sweden. We can pee outside here. That sounds bad, but whatever. So after 2 days of driving, we arrived in Stockholm and to my parents' house. So we spent a day or two there, just kind of repacking for summer stuff. We did 2 doctor's appointments, just the regular checkups, stuff like that. So kind of went through our little to-do list. Yeah, and then got our suitcases ready for warmer months. All right, and then we headed to this cabin where we're at now, about 3 hours northwest of Stockholm, outside of Borlänge. So some really good friends have this cabin here. They aren't using it yet. Well, they use it, but they're not using it right now because they're working. Anyhow, while we're here, we've helped out with some housework around the house and in the yard here to do our part, I guess, as we get to borrow this house. So big shout out and thank you to our friends who are loaning us the house.
Sing a favorite song, and the world may sing along. We can brighten every day with the things we do and say. Just be happy, happy. Just be happy, happy. La-di-da-di-da-di-da. La-da-da-di-da-di-day. Just be happy, happy. Just be happy, happy. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-day. So clap your hands now and just be happy. Do a dance now and just be happy. Whoa. Make a smile now and just be happy. Laugh a while now and just be happy. Whoa. Let the music play and your worries wash away. Such a simple way to see how the world was meant to be. Hey, just be happy, happy. Just be happy, happy. La-di-da-di-da-di-da. La-da-da-di-da-di-day. Just be happy, happy. Just be happy, happy. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-day. Clap your hands now and just be happy. Do a dance now and just be happy. Whoa. So make a smile now and just be happy. Laugh a while now and just be happy. Every chance along the way, and every moment through the day, make a choice to hear your voice reach out and say, okay, let's play.
And remember to subscribe to our channel, please, please, please. Also check out our Instagram and follow us on Instagram. That'd be great. We love it. In the meantime, have a great week, and we'll catch you soon. Claire's coming back out. I'll swoop you around.